Okay, good afternoon, children. Okay, so in the yesterday's class, last class, we were discussing about increasing and decreasing functions and maxima, minima, isn't it? We are discussing about maxima and minima. Did you try that questions? Which one I gave us homework? You tried all those questions? Which one I gave us homework? I gave 3 or 4 questions as homework. You tried all those questions? Rijas? No. No. Why? Huh? See, if you do not with the derivatives, okay, we are going to start with some few questions in derivatives. Okay, write the question, children. Okay, what are the other names for derivatives? What are the other names you have learned for derivative? Derivatives are otherwise called. Sometimes we use, instead of find the derivative. Sometimes the same thing will be asked as. Yes, what are the different wordings they can use? They can ask, find the rate of change of y with respect to x. What is the rate of change of? Change in y with respect to x, or change in volume with respect to x. Rate of change means derivative. Okay. Sometimes they will use the word dy by dx is otherwise called. What are the other terms we have learned? Dy by dx is otherwise called slope. It is called the slope of the curve. Okay, note it down, write down. Dy by dx. Okay, the rate change in y with respect to x. Dy by dx means change in y with respect to x. It is otherwise denoted as, denote that as slope. We'll be denoting that as slope. Change in y with respect to x, dy by dx. If two lines are parallel, what we can say about the slope? If two lines are parallel, what we can say? If two lines are parallel, last year we have learned, in lines also we have learned, if two lines are parallel, slopes are, yes, Naveen, slopes are equal. If two lines are parallel, slopes are equal. If two lines are perpendicular, then we can say product of the slope is -1, isn't it? Product of the slope is -1. Here we used to write m1 is equal to m2. Here we write m1 into m2 is equal to -1. Product of the slope is -1. If two lines are parallel, slopes are equal. If two lines are perpendicular, product of the slope is -1. So write this question, children. Find the slope of the tangent. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. Find the slope of the tangent. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve x square plus y square is equal to 1 at 2, 3. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve x square plus y square is equal to 1 at 2, 3. You are asked to find the slope of the tangent. How will you find the slope of the tangent? Yes, slope of the tangent. Slope means what you have to find, Emmanuel? Slope means we have to find
dy by dx.
dy by dx. So x square plus y square is equal to 1. Let's differentiate this. When you differentiate this, what you will get? Ashwin. Yes, Ashwin, differentiate and give the answer.
2x plus
2x plus
2y
2y.
is equal to 0.
Where is dy by dx? You want dy by dx, isn't it? So what is the mistake?
dy by dx.
Whenever we differentiate y term, we should write dy by dx is 0. So we can write 2y dy by dx is equal to minus 2x. Therefore, what is dy by dx? Minus 2x by 2y. 2 will get cancelled, we will get minus x by y. Now substitute the point. At the point 2, 3. At the point 2, 3. That means, Michael, here what you have to do? Why this point is given 2, 3? At 2, 3. What do you have to do? Whenever this point is given, we should? Yes? Where we have to substitute?
With x and y.
Yes, it is x and y. Whenever a point is given, after differentiating, substitute for x and y. X is 2 and y is 3. So we get dy by dx is equal to minus 2 by 3. dy by dx is equal to minus 2 by 3. Okay. Is it okay, Shivani? Write the next one. Find the slope of the tangent. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to 3x raised to 4 minus 4. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to 3x raised to 4 minus 4 at x is equal to 4. At x is equal to 4. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to 3x raised to 4 minus 4 at x is equal to 4. How will you do this? Yes, Krishna Chandran. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. How will you find the slope of the tangent?
12x minus
12x minus
dy by dx. 12x minus 0.
dy by dx is 12x. Is it correct? Yes? Srihari? Yes. Srihari, is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ashwin, is it correct? Ashwin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Achyut?
It's 12x cube.
12x cube. Is it correct? 12x cube. Which one is correct, Dia?
12x cube.
12x cube. Krishna, Ashwin? Huh? We have to put the derivative in the front and reduce the power by 1. So we get 12x cube minus 0. So now you substitute the value for x. X is 4. So what will be the slope? Slope will be dy by dx is equal to 12 into 4 cube. So simplify, you'll get the answer. What is the answer, Aditya? Final answer?
768.
768. $768. Write the next one. Find the slope of the tangent. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. X square plus y square. X square plus y square plus 2x. 2x plus 3 is equal to 0 at 1 comma 2. At 1 comma 2.
Okay.
Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve. X square plus y square plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0 at the point 1 comma 2. At the point 1 comma 2. Yes, Muhammad Adim, differentiate and give the answer. Muhammad Adim. Muhammad Adim. What do you have to find here? Slope of the tangent means what do you have to find? Yes, Muhammad Adim. What we have to find here? Slope of the tangent. That means you have to find yes, Michael. Tell me, Michael. What do you have to find here? Slope of the tangent.
Find the derivative of.
Yes, you have to find the derivative, dy by dx. Okay. Sania, differentiate and give the answer, Sania.
2x plus 2y plus 2 plus 0 is equal to 0.
Okay. If you do like this, what is the final answer? Where is the derivative term?
2y dy by dx.
For the exam, if you are doing like this, okay, one of the option will be with that and you will put the tick and you will go. Everything will go wrong. Okay. Whenever we differentiate y term, we have to write dy by dx. Okay. Now, Punya, substitute the value and give me the answer. What is dy by dx? What is dy by dx? Yes. I think not able to hear Punya.
Ma'am,
Yes. Now it is okay.
dy by dx is equal to minus 2 minus 2x by 2y.
Yes. Minus 2 minus 2x by 2y. Okay.
Minus 1 minus x by y.
How? Minus 2 minus 2 into, you substitute the value of x, isn't it? You cancelling. Okay, okay. You cancel it by 2. Okay. So minus 1 minus x by y. Okay. Then.
Minus 2 by 2 minus 1.
Minus 2 by 2. Answer is minus 1. Is it correct, Nandana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So finding the slope, is it clear, children? How will you find the slope of the tangent? Okay. Now once again, let's come back to maxima minima. Take the textbook. Maxima minima. So in maxima minima, till which one we did that day? Third one we did, isn't it? First question over, second one. Second question, we did second one, Roman letter 1 and 2. Yes, second one, third one also we did. Isn't third one we started?
Third one, 2.
1 and 2 we did. Okay, we have.
It was homework, I think.
Okay. So we have to start from the third one. Yes. Before starting this third one, that day I gave one work. Did you go through that increasing, decreasing functions? I asked you to go through one question and come. Increasing and decreasing function. You checked it? No. Okay, why? Did you go through that work or not?
No, ma'am.
What about the others? Emmanuel? That means after the max class, write the next one. Write the question. Find the local maxima and minima. Find the local maxima and minima of the function f of x is equal to sin x minus cos x. Sin x minus cos x, comma, 0 less than x less than 2 pi. F of x is equal to sin x minus cos x, where 0 less than x less than 2 pi. We want to find what is the maximum value and minimum value of this function. F of x is equal to sin x So is it sin x minus cos x? Yes, where 0 less than x less than 2 pi. Okay, now listen, whenever we are given a function like this, first thing we'll be finding the first order derivative and the second order derivative. What about the first order derivative? What is the first order derivative, Srihari?
Cos x plus sin x.
Cos x plus sin x. Now what is f double dash of x? Michael, what is f double dash of x? What is f double dash of x?
Minus sin x plus cos x.
Very good. Minus sin x plus cos x. Okay. So now f dash of x, we equate f dash of x to 0. So when we equate f dash of x 0, we get cos x plus sin x is equal to 0. So we get cos x is equal to minus sin x. So in other words, we can say tan x is equal to minus 1. Tan x is minus 1. So in this quadrant, that is from the full rotation 0 to 2 pi, for which values and all you will get x is minus 1. Tan of which values you will get minus 1. So we know that here all silver teacups, isn't it? In first quadrant it is positive, second quadrant it is positive. So it is negative means in which quadrant tan will be negative? In which quadrant tan will be negative? Tan will be negative in?
So when we find the second derivative, it is cos x minus sin x, right?
Cos x minus sin x, yes.
But
That is
cos x plus sin x is equal to 0.
f dash of x is 0. Equate first order derivative to 0.
No, ma'am, it should be minus sin x, right?
Which one?
Ma'am, we got as minus sin x plus cos x is equal to 0. So cos x is equal to sin x, right?
What are, okay, first recall the steps for finding maxima, minima. How will you find the maxima, minima? First we will find f dash of x. Then we find f double dash of x, isn't it? Then we equate which one to 0? We have to equate first order derivative to 0, isn't it? First order derivative to 0. So here Whether we are equating the first order derivative, sin x minus cos x. What is the derivative of sin x? It is cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Already one minus is there. Minus of minus, it become plus. What is second order derivative? Derivative of cos x is minus sin x plus derivative of sin x is cos x. Is it correct? Huh? Then here we equate f dash of x to 0. F dash of x is this one. Is or no? Is or no, Achyut?
Yes, ma'am.
Now is it okay?
Yeah, ma'am. I equated the wrong equation.
So tan x is minus 1. Okay. So tan is negative. So in which quadrant you will get tan as negative? Diya?
Second quadrant and fourth quadrant.
Second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Second quadrant means we can write it in the form pi minus theta. And fourth quadrant means it takes the form 2 pi minus theta. Isn't it? We know that tan 45 is 1. Tan 45 is 1. So here, so what are the values of x you will get? Pi minus pi by 4 and 2 pi minus pi by 4. So it is pi minus pi by 4. It will be 3 pi by 4. Here it is 7 pi by 4. So these are the values for x. We get x is 3 pi by 4 or x is 7 pi by 4. Is it okay, children? Up to this, is it okay? Is it okay? Naurin?
Yes, ma'am.
After finding this value of x, where we have to substitute, Gayatri? Where we will substituting? We'll be substituting this in?
F double dash.
F double dash of x. Okay, we'll be substituting this in f double dash of x. So when x is 3 pi by 4, we substitute in f double dash of x. What is f double dash of x? So it is minus sine 3 pi by 4 plus cos 3 pi by 4. Sine 3 pi by 4 plus cos 3 pi by 4. So what is the value of sine 3 pi by 4? Minus sine. What is the value of sine 3 pi by 4? How will you calculate this? 3 pi by 4. How will you calculate? It is same as sine of pi minus pi by 4. Is or no? If you take the LCM, you can get 4 pi minus pi. Now what is sine of 180 minus theta? What is sine of 180 minus theta? If you reduce it from 180, in which quadrant you will get?
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant. So it will be same as sine pi by 4. Sine of 180 minus theta is sine pi by 4. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So you'll get minus 1 by root 2 plus cos 3 pi by 4. The same way, when you write this cos 3 pi by 4 is cos of pi minus pi by 4. What is cos of 180 minus theta? When you reduce it from cos of 180 minus, it will be in the second quadrant. And second quadrant, sine is positive, cos is negative. So we write minus cos pi by 4. So it is minus 1 by root 2. So is it positive or negative? Both are negative, isn't it? So f double dash of x will be negative. Therefore, x is equal to 3 pi by 4 is a point of local maxima. It is negative. Negative means it is a point of local maxima. Therefore, what is the maximum value? Find the maximum value. Therefore, the maximum value is, in f of x, we should substitute. F of x is equal to, what is the question here? Sin x minus cos x. There you should substitute for x. Sin x minus cos x, that is sin 3 pi by 4 minus cos 3 pi by 4. Sin 3 pi by 4 minus cos 3 pi by 4. Sine 3 pi by 4, now only we got this as 1 by root 2 minus, here it is minus 1 by root 2. So we get 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 means it is 2 by root 2. So it is root 2. This question's trigonometric functions are important. Trigonometric functions are very important. In increasing, decreasing, as well as in maxima, minima, you can expect trigonometric functions every year. Every year it is repeated. Okay? Is it okay up to this, Srihari? Are you getting the step?
Yes, ma'am.
Sania?
Yes, sir.
Nia? Nia? Yes. Ashwin?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? This is important. That's what I'm repeatedly asking this again and again. So x is 3 pi by 4. We did only for the first case. Now you take the second case. When x is 7 pi by 4. When x is 7 pi by 4, what happens? So when x is 7 pi by 4, what about f double dash of x? What is f double dash of x? It is minus sine 7 pi by 4 plus cos 7 pi by 4. Cos 7 pi by 4. Now we want to find what is sine pi by 7 pi by 4. How will you find sine 7 pi by 4? Nandana, how will you find sine 7 pi by 4?
Sine of 2 pi minus pi by 4.
Yes, 2 pi minus pi by 4. 2 pi will always coincide with 0, isn't it? So it will be same as sine of 0 minus pi by 4. So it is sine of minus pi by 4. What is sine of minus theta? It is minus sine theta. It is minus pi by 4. So it is minus 1 by root 2. Similarly, what is cos of 7 pi by 4? So it is cos 2 pi minus pi by 4. 2 pi will coincide with 0, so we get minus pi by 4. Cos of minus theta is cos theta. So it will be positive 1 by root 2. So when you substitute in f double dash of x, we get minus 1 by root 2. Minus 1 by root 2. Already one minus is there. So minus of minus plus 1 by root 2. So it is positive. In the question already one negative is there. Here we get the value as negative. So it will become negative of negative. It is positive. Therefore x is equal to 7 pi by 4 is a point of local minima. It is a point of local minima. Therefore what is the minimum value? What is the minimum value? Therefore minimum value is, okay, it is a point of minima. So for what is the minimum value? In f you have to substitute. Minimum value is equal to f of 7 pi by 4. So it will be sine 7 pi by 4 minus cos 7 pi by 4. Sin 7 pi by 4, the value we got is minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. So we get minus 2 by root 2, which is equal to minus root 2. Therefore, the maximum value is positive root 2 and minimum value is negative root 2. So we get the positive value as root 2 and minimum value is negative root 2. Okay? Okay, children? Is it okay? Now, Rin, Sania, Aryan? Not completed. Is it over, Achyut?
Yes, ma'am.
Now listen, children. You take the textbook. Take the textbook. In third one, Roman letter 3 is homework. Third one, Roman letter 3. There the interval is given from 0 to pi by 2. Interval is given from 0 to pi by 2 means only the first quadrant you have to check. Not all the quadrants. 0 to pi by 2 means it is the first quadrant. That is homework. See, now we did one question. The same question will be asked in this form. That is, you read the question. One of you read the question. 9th question. 9th question. Gayatri, read the question, 9th one.
What is the maximum value of the function sin x plus cos x?
What is the maximum value of the function sin x plus cos x? Now, what is the question we did now? Is it sin x plus cos x? What is the question we did now here? Is it sin x? It is sin x minus cos x. Here, it is asked simply sin x plus cos x. Method is same. Here, interval is not given. If the interval is not given, we have to consider the full interval. Full interval means from 0 to 2 pi. Is it clear? Okay. The second subdivision, it is interval is given. The question now we discussed also, the interval is given. 0 to 2 pi, 0 to pi by 2, some value, interval is given. So within that value, whenever intervals are not mentioned, and if the function is a trigonometric function, we have to take the interval 0 to 2 pi. Okay, if the interval is not given in trigonometric functions, we have to consider the interval as 0 to 2 pi. So that one also as homework. Today itself, try these questions. These are all important questions. Trigonometric functions are important questions. Okay, so these two questions are as homework. Now let us do the third one, the next one, which is the next question. Yes?
Ma'am, 9th question and?
Third one, Roman letter 3. Third one, Roman letter 3. Now, look at the next one, 6th question. Third one, Roman letter 6. Okay, look at the third one, Roman letter 6. G of x is equal to, it is given about g of x. G of x is equal to x by 2 plus 2 by x. We want to find the maxima and minima. So if it is asked maxima and minima, first you find g dash of x. What is g dash of x? X by 2. If you differentiate, 1 by 2 plus 2 into, what is derivative of 1 by x? Minus 1 by x square, isn't it? So it is 1 by 2 minus 2 by x square. This is g dash of x. So it will be g double dash of x. 1 by 2, if you differentiate, it is 0. Minus 2 into, what is derivative of 1 by x square? 1 by x square means it will be written as x raised to minus 2. So it is minus 2 x raised to minus 3 n x raised to n minus 1. X raised to minus 2, if you differentiate, put the power in the front and reduce the power by minus 1. So we get 4x raised to minus 3, which is 4 by x cube. Okay, now try to complete this one. Do you have one more period today? Okay, try to complete it. Okay, try to complete this one. We have found out the derivative. Try to complete it. Alvin is present. So in the next class, learn the derivatives and come. Learn all the derivatives and come. Okay, thank you.